black men, when they enter, the gay matrix, gay culture, are forced to occupy a position of hypermasculine, muscular top with large penis. I mean, you see it's the same tropes, you see from slavery of like the big black man with the big penis and, the fear of the big black penis. And like, and gay men, white gay men, have that same fantasy of the big black penis. And
being raped and dominated by the big black penis.
Right, and and that black men in gay culture only gain popularity and visibility when they are big and muscular,
and they fucking.
And they're tops, they're dominant tops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what white men expect. They expect black men to be big, dominant, muscular, athletic tops, just as in white society everyone expects a black man to be a basketball player,
football, athlete.
Right. You're there to perform for the white gays.
To dance, to be some kind of performer, some entertainment, some spectacle for them. Mm-hmm. So what are you saying? You're saying that that's not what you want, though. So that's why I'm wondering, why do you...
I mean, I guess what I've noticed is that I'm attracted to men who are larger stature than me. But because I'm actively seeking that, I think I'm also attracting men who do fit that description, but who are also dealing with their own pain because they're, metaphorically beaten every day by society. And so, then they want to enact that kind of violence on someone they feel they can control, and I just happen to be available. And I think it's just a phenomenon of my size, my desires, because I will admit I am submissive. I don't like to be controlled and dominated, but I certainly... I guess I enjoy being subordinate somewhat, but I don't want to be, beaten. But I guess I am submissive. There is a difference. And I think I'm attracting people who are, because I noticed there was a pattern in terms of, who these people are, how they look, where they come from, that they're compensating for their role, for where they are, what their structural role is in society. And so I think this is why it recurs, because, I meet men who will tell me, large, like big African-American men, like when we're talking on the phone, they'll say, yeah, I'll hook up with you, but you'll do what I say.
And, yeah, because they want to take power from you early and they want to establish it until you're a white male. So that's why I'm asking you, it's okay to be the submissive in the relationship. It's okay to have someone bigger than you and black. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying the type of twisted psychologies and the pathology in their psychology that you're attracting, which shows that there's some level, and you already know that, you admitted that, of dysfunction and self-hatred in your own mind. And that's what I'm just saying, will you want to really deal with healing yourself and say no?
I guess I'm in the process, and this is why, right now, I am engaged in various types of activity to heal myself. One of those is include, and this also includes listening to your radio show, and watching your videos and listening to what you offer, because I think a lot of what you offer to your audience is applicable to me. And, but I also, this is why I'm having this discussion with you, because here I am, 2 years after, I moved away from the city in which that person lived, and this person calls me and wants to reinvigorate our relationship, and I do not know if I want to, because, I'm trying to heal, and I'm wondering, was it because I hated myself so much? Was it because I had no self-esteem, I had no confidence, that I allowed myself to do something I did not want to do, which was to scream, fuck me, N-word, to a man who needed a white man to verbally abuse him as he physically dominated the white man. And even when you think of that dynamic, Alexis, think of, again, he is dominating me physically with his body. I'm the one in control of the words, so there's this difference between, mind, body, knowledge, physical exertion, and, it's like the same binary, the same binary of slavery of like, white power, white knowledge, black labor, and, black sweat, black skin, white brains, and I guess, that's, and I guess because I am aware of this, I'm struggling with it because while I find him attractive, I know, like, I deserve more than this. I don't need to just be someone's fantasy object, meaning I'm allowed to have sexual desires and I'm allowed to have them fulfilled. And I guess that's what I'm struggling with, is because, and I think a lot of people find themselves in these abusive, and not abusive, but in these really warped relationships, you know, like, because they don't have self-esteem, they'll allow themselves to do things they don't want to do. Like, you know, the women you talk about who are, you know, letting men, you know, come all over their face, come in their mouth, you know, whatever, you know, pee on them, shit on them. You know, it's the same with me insofar as I allowed someone to force me to do something I really didn't want to do because I was complaining about it all the time to my friends. I can't do this. I hate doing this, but I think he's hot and I want to have sex with him, so I guess I'm doing this. But I didn't enjoy doing it. I did it because I had no self-esteem and I didn't think I deserved better. So, yeah, I am trying to heal, and this is why I'm discussing this with you, because I'm trying, you know, to build confidence and decide that, no, maybe I do need something better than that, you know?
No, you're doing a very powerful thing. That's why we're having a wonderful conversation. You're doing a great job, and I just appreciate your courage and your honesty. But I also want to make a point, too. You're saying denigrate him because I guess you and a lot of white people as well as a lot of black people only see the word nigger as derogatory and negative, but a lot of us don't. And when you call this man a nigger, he did not feel insulted. This man felt powerful. It made his dick harder, and it made him want to come harder. That's the only way he could come. So he saw it as an act of sheer, he was using his force and his power, and when you said nigger, that was reaffirming, fuck me nigger, black nigger, that's affirming his power. So that's I just want to bring that up to get you to see, too. In your mind, nigger is straight derogatory 24/7. And for a lot of us, it's not, and it depends on the way you use it and the energy that's projected. So you're feeling totally negative, you're feeling totally bad and guilty every time you're saying this, and the more you say it in this man's mind through his dick and his ass, you are affirming a level of sexual, spiritual, and mental power that he is physically and psychologically exerting over your ass. And when I hear a lot of the people that deal with African spirituality and knowledge, they actually said nigger came from Niger and the word Naga people, N-A-G-A. So they know that when white people use the word nigger, they try to use it in a derogatory way because it takes your power, because nigger really does not mean ignorant, and it doesn't mean shuffling and low like they say that it does. There is a higher spiritual vibration and connotation to the word nigger, Niger, Naga. So that's, as you're saying, that's why I say you can say nigger to me all day long. I don't get offended because I know the deeper significance really of that word, and that there's a false negative connotation and definition that white people have created. So I'm telling you, this is what spiritually, sexually, and subliminally this man was tapping into, because the more you call him nigger, this man did not get up and fight you. He did not rape you or exert sexual power and pain over you because of him being insulted by the word. He actually felt like he was taking power from you and building a sexual confidence by tapping into your spirit and taking power from you that he felt that your people exert over him and take from him every day because of white skin. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're right. And I think a lot of gay men, you know, and a lot of, you know, white women who are dating black men really need to think critically about this, meaning, you know, if this is occurring in their relationship, you know, they need to think about, okay, so how does the history of race in this country inflect this relationship?
I don't think they care because they're not black. They never had to deal with this issue. Somebody in the chat, they said, this talk really makes me think about my relationship. I've been with the same guy for 6 years now. I'm 26 and he's Jewish. I wonder if I was attracted to him because he was Jewish. My first sexual experience was with a Jew. So I'm thinking a lot of people that are white or that are non-black, don't consider themselves black or niggers, they never think about this as critically as I have, and a lot of us have to, because this is a badge. Just like you wear your white skin as an ID badge. Our skin, you know, and the melanin in our skin is an ID badge. And a lot of times when people see us and identify us as Negro, Negroid, or black, or nigger, you automatically get ostracized, humiliated, criticized, or you automatically going to get shut out because your skin color, where your white skin is a badge to let you in wherever you go. Or basically, they know if if they don't let you in, white folks just kill motherfuckers and